Hello students, today in the continuity of strategies and enhancement of food production, we'll be dealing the concepts of honeybee, poultry, fisheries. Probably in our previous video, we dealt about the concepts of cattle, and I also used a word of inbreeding, outbreeding, outcrossing, interspecific hybridization. Being a neat aspirant, keep that in mind, is that the inbreeding, outbreeding and outcrossing, all these things are common for all the animals. Actually, even in poultry you can go for inbreeding, even in fishes you can go for crossbreeding, all those things. So we'll be discussing about the other useful animals apart from the cattle. So the first and foremost is going to be the honeybee, and the rearing of honeybees is basically called as apiculture. Again, that can be an expected question. Please do make a note of it. So it is the maintenance of hives of honeybees for the production of honey and bee wax. So honey is a food nutritive and is of medicinal value. You know that? Yes. And bee wax is used as a product of cosmetics. Yes, again that is used there. Again, there are various types of bees. You have a worker bee, you have a queen bee, you have drones actually. So all these things. And Apis indica, please do make a note of it. Apis indica is a common species of honeybee. Apis indica is going to be the common species of honeybee. Of course, beekeeping can be practiced in any areas having sufficient, say for example, it can be done in any areas actually, right? Bee pastures of some wild shrubs, say for example, orchards or any uncultivated area, you can have this bee hives. Bee hives can be kept in one's country yard, or courtyard. Yeah, you can make it in courtyard and in the veranda of the house also. Any place which is you can make a beehive. So of course the picture, it is the picture of honeybees. Take the extra point in this. There is also a species called as Apis dorsata, which is also used over here. Apis dorsata. It is also one of the commercially used honeybees actually. So it is, what should be there? This can be an expected neat question actually, right? So importance, what are the important points? You should have the knowledge and habit of the honeybees, right? And it is the selection and the location is very important. You can cultivate anywhere, but that should not affect the neighbors or the other humans over there, right? And catching and hiving of swarms. Swarm is nothing but the group of bees actually. You would have seen, right? Once there is a bee hive, say for example, once there is a bee hive, some of the, a worker, a queen and a drone bees goes from here and starts preparing a new hive. This is basically called as swarming. We say this as swarming. So management of beehives during different season, probably the management in rainy season will be different, the summer season will be different, so that you should have a knowledge on all these things, and of course the handling and collection of honey and bee wax. The next is that bees are the pollinators of many crops actually, sunflower, brassica, apple. So keeping beehives in a crop field will increase the efficiency. Of course, the fisheries, of course, you know, right? So fisheries is the industry which is nothing but the capturing or catching, processing, selling of fish. What type of fish? It can be a marine fish or an aquatic fish or whatever it is, crabs or invertebrates or vertebrates like invertebrates like crabs, yes, prawn, edible oysters, lobsters, etc. So freshwater fishes, of course, you can know, you could have studied in your +1, katla, rohu, common crab. Marine fishes, say for example, sandrines, mackerel, hilsa, all these names are pretty important in terms of your NEET exams. And just are the pictures, Indian crabs, katla, rohu. So the fisheries have important place in Indian economy actually. Of course, it provides income and employment for millions and millions of people. And of course, there are two different tags. One is going to be aquaculture, the other is going to be pisciculture, are the techniques to increase the production of aquatic plants. Say for example, aqua and pisciculture are the techniques, right? There are two different techniques. Pisces, fishes belongs to Pisces, right? So just keep that in mind. So mnemonics, you can just make a note of all these things. So of course, anything which is done with water is going to be the blue revolution. So in this blue revolution, of course, it is with water. In my previous video also I told in terms of milk revolution, milk enhancement production, it is going to be the white revolution. So this is what we have discussed in today's session. In our next session, we'll be dealing some interesting topic like this. Thank you, students.